Hello everyone, Ron Brown with Tech for Senior. Today we're looking at something brand new in the browser world, and it's got the tech world buzzing. It's called Comet, and it comes from the same people who built Perplexity AI, one of the smartest AI tools out there today. Now you might be thinking, another browser. Don't we already have enough? But this one's different. Comet isn't just a window to the web. It's more like having a smart assistant built right into your browser. In the next 15 minutes, we'll talk about what Comet is, show off a few of its coolest features, and look at the pros and cons and explain why it might just become your next favorite way to surf the web. So let's jump in. All right, so let's get installing Comet. Now, all you have to do is go to perplexity.ai/Comet. And you'll see the screen as it is here, and you just click the download Comet. It is available in two downloads, one for Mac OS and the other, of course, for Windows. In Canada, I just checked the Play Store. The mobile app is coming for Comet, but it's not available yet in the Play Store. I recorded my install for you, so I want you to sit back, relax. The install is super easy to do. There's a few selections. I want you to watch carefully as I make those selections. I'll see you after this short video. So exactly what is Comet? Comet is a brand new browser built on Chromium, which means it looks and feels a lot like Chrome or Edge, familiar and easy to use. But the big difference is that Comet is powered by AI from Perplexity. It's designed to change the way we search, browse, and even complete tasks online. Instead of opening 10 tabs and reading through page after page, Comet's built-in assistant can read, summarize, and even act for you. Right now, Comet is available for both Windows and Mac, and it's free to download during the public release period. Think of it as a new kind of browser that doesn't just show you the web, it helps you understand it. So you shouldn't have any trouble installing Comet. You simply go to the website that I've given you, and you will be able to find the Mac or the Windows version, and you just choose it and you'll download it. Just download into your downloads directory and install it. It's real simple. Let me show you a couple of things that I like to do when I set this up. So you'll see now that I'm using Windows 11. So we're now coming over, and you'll see this is Windows 11, and we're going to find the app. So as we come along, you'll see it says All. I'm going to click this All button, and we're going to come down here, and you'll see Comet, which is just what I've installed. And here we see Comet. And you'll see this is the emblem for Comet. Now what I like to do is I like to have my apps on the taskbar. So I'm going to right-click this, and we're not going to pin it to the start, but I'm going to pin it to the taskbar. Okay? So now we're going to pin that to the taskbar, and we should have Comet there. Okay, now let's look at my taskbar. As we come down onto the bottom here, you're going to see these three little buttons. And let me just show you how I've set them up. So the first one you see, and this gets a little confusing, is this is Perplexity. If I click this, this of course brings up Perplexity, and I have Perplexity Pro. You'll see it right here. This is not Comet. Comet is the next little button, the one that we just made to the taskbar, and it looks different. So you come over here, and this is going to bring up Comet, which is our new browser, our AI browser. So, and then the third one that we have here is, of course, Chrome. And if I click this button here, this brings us into Chrome. So you can have them all three running at the same time. If you look here, I've got Perplexity running, I've got Comet running, and I've got Chrome running. So when you're setting up Comet, this is of course the Comet browser. When you're setting up Comet, it asks if it can bring over some information from Chrome. One of the things I did not let it do was bring over any passwords. For security reasons, I don't want Comet, being a new AI browser, to have any of my passwords in it. We can talk about that later, but that's just a security thing. I've got all my saved tabs along the top, which it has imported, so all your data will import from your Chrome browser. It's really super easy to do. Now, one thing that you'll note as you come up to the top right, it says set Comet as your default browser. Now, I did not do that because I want Chrome to be my default browser. Now, there's one little snafu here. So as you probably are aware, or maybe you're not aware, Google Chrome is not a friendly browser for ad blockers. And there's a long history to this. I'm not going to bore you with that, but it's not a very friendly place for ad blockers. They generally don't work. Maybe you found one that you can sneak in, but generally Chrome is unfriendly to ad blockers. Well, it just so happens that Comet, Perplexity's Comet, is very friendly. And in fact, it comes with an excellent ad blocker that everybody's going to want to use. So I was all excited about this, but guess what? You only get to use the ad blocker if you set Comet as your default browser. Now, in most people, I would encourage you to do that. You're probably going to use Comet as your default browser. But in my case, where I'm doing a lot of work between Chromebooks and other Google products, it's just easier for me to stay in the Chrome environment, the Google Chrome environment. So this is why you see this little button at the top here saying set Comet as default. I didn't do that, so I do not have the ad blocker that comes with Comet. Okay, so let's have a look at Comet. Now remember, Comet is a Chromium-based browser, so the look and feel of it is going to look very much like Chrome. So you'll feel quite comfortable with this. Let's just have a look and I'll show you the lay of the land, so to speak. All right, so we're now in Comet. Remember, don't get Perplexity and Comet confused because they are two different products. But we are now in Comet, and this, of course, is the Perplexity's AI browser. So let's have a look. At the top, you will see the bookmark bar, and you'll see all my bookmarks that I have, and the bookmark bar is there, which of course is from Chrome. As we come down on the left side, you'll see that there are some new buttons. There's a home button, there's a discover button we'll talk about in a minute, and then there is spaces, finance, and some things that we can put on the right hand side. In the center is, of course, some information. I've been doing some search on current tech news articles, something I always am looking for. And this is sort of, we'll talk a bit about this in a minute. And over on the right hand, you'll see you have your AI assistant, which is all ready. And you can, of course, ask it anything on the right hand side. So you'll feel pretty comfortable with this. There's nothing really super sophisticated or different with this area. Okay, so over on the left hand side, let's go over to the Discover tab. In Comet, one of the key elements you'll find is the left side panel or sidebar that contains different modes or sections to help you browse smarter. Although the documentation does not only explicitly call one area Discover tab, many users refer to the section where the browser surfaces new topics. According to the official blog, Comet transforms any web page into a portal of curiosity. Explore tangential ideas without losing your original context. So, in essence, Discover Area is a place where the browser suggests content, prompts you in new directions, and helps you find things you might like rather than you having to do a search manually. It brings up suggested topics, sort of a sidewalk of curiosity. When you open a new tab or maybe click the Discover icon in the sidebar, Comet may present a set of topics, questions, or explore the next items related to what you've been browsing. For example, if you're reading about healthy cooking for seniors, the Discover section may show recipes with fewer steps, kitchen tools for limited stirring, or one pan dinners. Why this matters is it saves you from having to dig through search results or remember to go find related things. It gently nudges you. The Discover area uses context, that pages you currently have open, what you've searched for, and it uses what to suggest tangential items. The official blog says highlight any text to get instant explanations, explore tangential ideas without losing original context. So if you're on a page about printers, for example, your Epson ET3850, the Discover tab might suggest things like best printers for seniors or how to trouble printer queue stuck. The longer you use Comet, the more it learns how you think, and the Discover tab becomes more tailor-made. For example, curiosity is personal. Comet learns how you think in order to think better with you. All right, let's look at spaces. It's the next tab down. Let's click this and see what we come up with. Now, what is Spaces? Well, Spaces is a feature inside Comet that lets you group, organize, and switch between sets of tabs or browsing sessions in a more structured way. Instead of just having dozens of loose tabs open, you can create a named space, for example, recipe research, travel planning, printer setup, and store the relevant tabs there. One article describes Spaces as the browser's smart tab grouping, spaces, multi-modal routing, page-specific chat, and task automations feature. In short, Spaces equals workspaces or collection of tabs focused on a single topic or task. There are some benefits of using Spaces and how they specifically help older adults or anyone who feel overwhelmed by too many tabs. Less clutter. Instead of maintaining 20, 30 tabs in one window, you can split them into meaningful buckets. This reduces visual overload and helps you focus. Topic-based organization. For example, you can create medical articles or coffee gear or family travel, and it makes navigation a lot easier. So in summary, you just create a new space, add a tab to that space, and then you can switch between spaces. You can rename, rearrange, or delete spaces. I think this is going to be pretty cool. Give it a try, play around with it. It's pretty simple to do. But just a reminder that Spaces is not a replacement for bookmarks or folders. It's more about active sessions than long-range storage. Because the feature is relatively new, the automatic grouping may not always be perfect. Some users noted the browser grouped tabs simply by domain name rather than by topic. The Finance tab in Comet acts like a finance dashboard inside the browser. You get a watch list of stocks or assets, coming earnings events, market sentiment, or overview items. It's one of Comet's built-in task workflow focused tabs rather than just browsing for web pages looking for financial information. It sort of puts it all in one spot. The intention appears to be you open the Finance tab and you quickly get the key data you care about, selected stocks, earnings, maybe news, without having to manually get it from other different areas. It can give you a centralized financial snapshot, a watch list, maybe for simplicity, earnings and events reminders, and market sentiment or summary view. Now, this is still in the early stage, and it's not a substitute for full brokerage tools. We're not sure about the accuracy and data since, hey, this just came out. So be cautious when you're looking at this. So let's look at a few of Comet's best features and why they're especially useful for seniors. Let's look at task automation and smart search. Comet can help you do things, not just find them. Okay, you say, find a comfortable office chair for under $200. And Comet searches, compares, and shows the results neatly organized. It's like having a personal shopper built right in. This saves time and avoids jumping between shopping sites and tabs. Tabs workflow organization. If you're someone who ends up with 20 tabs open, recipes, emails, news, breaking news, Comet can help you organize them into groups automatically. You can label them cooking, finance, travel, and switch between them with a single click. It's less clutter, less confusion, and a calmer way to browse. And when we're talking about privacy and security, there's something I like. Comet says your personal data stays private. They don't train their AI models on your personal browsing history. Still, I always remind our audience, check your privacy settings, use strong passwords, and sign out on shared computers. So as we summarize this, what do you think of the new Comet browser? I think it's promising new direction on how we use the internet. It's clean, fast, and smart. And for seniors, it can take away a lot of the frustration of searching, reading, and comparing online. If you like trying new things, give Comet a spin. If you prefer to wait for a few updates, it's fine too. But keep an eye on it. I'm Ron Brown with Tech for Senior. Be sure and hit that like and subscribe, and we'll notify you when we have more videos about new AI browsers coming out. Till we see you again, have a great day.